Come on, my soul. Don't you get shy on me, lift up your soul. 'Cause you've got a lion inside of those lungs. Get up and praise the Lord. Oh, come on, my soul. Don't you get shy on me, lift up your song. 'Cause you've got a lion inside of those lungs. Get up and praise the Lord. So I throw up my hands and I praise you again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a hallelujah. Hallelujah. And I know it's not much, but I've got nothing else fit for a king. Except for a heart screaming hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come on, my soul. Don't be shy. Hello. My name is Joan, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking to you something about a little bit, it's more real, more raw, but it's truth. And a lot of you guys are living this truth, but it's not your truth. You're living everyone else's truth, but not your own truth. And the thing that I'm going to be talking to you about, something that I've been covering this whole week, this is the topic that God has been presenting to me, something that He's been trying to teach me, and I'm learning. I'm learning, and I'm so thankful that I'm learning, even though this whole process of learning has taken such a long time. But it could have been later. I could have been 50 still making this mistake. I'm glad I caught it at 23. And some of you will catch this sooner. If you're younger than me, this is going to be very helpful. And if you're older than me, this is still going to be helpful. This is a lesson from the Lord, all right? The topic that I'm going to be talking to you about today is people pleasing. Are you a people pleaser? I've always known that I was a people pleaser, but I never saw it in a bad way, or I never did it out of like, I never. No, it was like I always wanted to play. Why are you not playing right? Let's play. Like, I'm here to have fun and make this whole thing better too. But you're over here like, what are you doing? Stop it. Let's just play. One thing too that I noticed, my dad just told me the other day. Um, I never was one to fight. I never liked to fight. There'd be kids that wanted to fight with me, or they hit me, and I'd come to my parents crying. They hit me, and they'd be like, well, "Why didn't you hit them back?" And I'm like, "Because I don't want to hit them back. I didn't want them to hit me in the first place. I'm trying to play, and they're hitting me. That's why I'm coming to you, so you can take care of me. Fucking take care of them. I don't want to fucking hit them. You go hit them, you know? Because that's who I came to please. I came to please my parents, and that's where it all starts. The whole topic of people pleasing and you being a people pleaser, it starts when you're a child. It's called parent pleasing. And it's not really parent pleasing, it's you being their child. Is you obeying them. Is you listening to them because they know what's best. You trust that they know what's best, right? That's what you're relying on. Your whole life dependency is on your parents because you're trusting that they're taking care of you. You're trusting that they know what's best for you, you know? So I'm going to do what's best for them. They want me to get good grades, I'm going to go and get good grades. They want me to play right, I'm going to play right. But they want me to hit somebody, I don't want to hit anybody. My parents don't teach me to fight. My parents don't teach me to argue. My parents teach me to love each other. My parents teach me to love me. I only receive love. I only see love. So why the heck is this kid hitting me? I'm over here trying to be your friend. I'm trying to, but you're hitting me. Anyways, like, I don't know. I don't know how that story, but it ties in, but I don't know how it specifically locks in. But it starts as a kid. People pleasing, you started as a child, as parent pleasing. And well, I've always been like that, I guess you can say. But it's not even like people pleasing. It's just me being a good kid. Here, play with my toys. Here, let's play this. Here, let's learn this. Let's go here. Let's play this. Let's eat this. Here you go. I don't mind. I'm generous. I'm giving. I'm loving. I'm super loving. I'm very kind. I've always been such a good kid. And I can say that with full authority, with full honesty. I've always been such a good kid. All right. But people pleasing turns you into a bad kid, and then you're no longer a kid, and then you're not even nothing. That's what we have to avoid. So you watching this video right now, it's a good time. Because if you're catching yourself people pleasing right now, good. be aware of it. Don't condemn yourself, because we're gonna get into that right now. Don't feel bad about it because you did it for so long and you lost so much. No, you got a power right now. You have this surplus of power because it's true, authentic spirit. It's your Holy Spirit. This is me, and I'm not gonna let anything bring my lights down. I'm shining with the Lord's light. There's no darkness. No longer pleasing the world. Here we go. Let's get into it. Let's keep going because I'm about to skip forward. I'm pleasing my parents because I'm trusting that they're gonna take care of me. I'm trusting that we're all gonna get taken care of, and I always do what I gotta do. What do? I draw. I play with my siblings. I watch TV. I go on the computer because the computer was crazy at that time. The laptop, YouTube. Oh my gosh, playing video games on the computer. Cool math games. Papa's Pizzeria. Moshi Monsters with my sister. Like, dude, I was a kid. I never, as a kid, I saw some kids doing bad things, and I never knew how they got there. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I've never. What the fuck? Like, I was a kid, bro. Even in high school. I'll go to this story. One of my friends, I remember they were talking about the P word, right? Ography, P-ography. I'll just leave it at that. Corn. And he was, and they were like, you don't watch it? I'm like, no, I don't watch it. What the fuck? But it was like I never had a need to watch it. I'm over here playing. I am literally busy playing. I'm working out. I'm playing on my Minecraft computer. I'm making video game videos on YouTube. I'm streaming. I have no need to watch that. I'm having fun. I'm living. I'm being me to my fullest self, and no one is stopping me from being me at that time. I'm drawing. I'm vlogging. I'm creating. I'm being a god of my world in all reality, with no limits other than my own, and I didn't accept any limits. And there were so many limits that were there that I just couldn't accept. I kept pleasing, even though those limits were there and they were holding me back from being me. So I was giving to the wrong thing at some point, right? Or I got burnt out, one or the other. So during high school, freshman or sophomore year I think it was, sophomore year, during that time, my parents started getting in a divorce. They started having some things at home. I started going through some stuff at home. But again, me being a people pleasing person, I have friends that I have to please. I have this status that I had to maintain, of education, of their family, of their house, of the cars that they drive, of how they, everything about my friends. I loved my friends. My friends are freaking amazing. They still are to this day. Like, I look up to my friends since, like, the only reason that I was able to push myself even more was because of my friends. My friends are some spectacular people. I miss them a lot. But again, I had to go through this whole process for me to understand what the fuck was going on, right? But again, if you were to meet my friends, you would be impressed too. They're freaking amazing. They're probably better than your friends. One of my friends, I believe she can become the president of the United States. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's how my friends are. And honestly, like, if you ask somebody else, they probably say the same thing too. And not to boast, it's just the reality. I always wanted to be my best, and I saw these people being their best, and I wanted to be with them. Even though everything else wasn't my best, I got family problems at home. My mom had a baby during, like, my little sister Valerie, she came out during all this situation. I remember getting the news of, look, we're gonna have a baby. And I'm like, why? I literally just saw you guys, like, going through all this stuff, and now you're gonna have a baby? I'm the oldest. I have this responsibility of, like, maintaining things. Also, I have two younger siblings that I still have to, oh, your brother gets good grades. Your brother, and maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Maybe I could have gotten some envy from my siblings too from that. But it's not that. It's not that I wanted you guys to be lower or whatever than me. It's just that we can do this. We are those children, guys. We can do whatever we want. Listen, I know that we grew up a little bit differently in a way, like our parents, different stages, right? But what I knew is that we are golden children. And if you compare yourself to the people around you, you'll start to notice that we are golden children because we can do so many different things that some people can't do. And even if we don't know how to do them, we learn them like this, and we become really, really good at it. We're so talented, and that's another key trait of a people pleaser. Something that I've been noticing, or something that I've noticed is that I can get really good at doing something, or if I try doing something, it'll come out good. Bro, we had nothing here to make this video, and it still came out fucking fire. How did you do that? People pleasing. I've become really, really good at pleasing people, so I'm gonna try my very, very best to make this come out as best as it can. I've always said that. I am the type of person that makes sure that this comes out as best as it can, and everyone comes out as best as it can. Because that's how I feel my best. After a while, you don't feel your best. Let's go back to the story. So my parents are going through a divorce, and I'm still trying, like, bro, I can't take all these AP classes. I know you guys are freaking smart. I'm trying. I'm freaking trying, but I'm feeling stupid, and like I'm feeling so dumb because I'm failing my language arts class, my English class. I speak English. I know how to speak English. I know how to write English. I'm trying my freaking hardest to write these essays, and I keep getting C's, even though I wrote my heart into that freaking essay, and I feel like I'm an idiot compared to all my friends getting A's. And I'm like, was it really that easy? What the fuck? How come I can't pass my AP classes? How come what the fuck is going on here? And like, I'm still trying to make sure that I'm at their level. Of course, I'm not at their level when it comes to the education now, and I'm not at their level when it comes to my family now, and money. I think that's one thing that helped me too during high school. I was selling chips and candy during high school, and that money gave me power to be me, to stream, to record, to buy my skins on Fortnite, to buy more chips and candy to sell, to have my own business, to have that provider role for myself as a man. And you do need that. When you're becoming a man, you do need that provider role. You need to learn how to provide. First for yourself, so you can provide for everyone else. If you don't know who you're providing for in our reality, then you can't provide for anyone else. Because who are you providing? Who is this person that you're giving? You know what I mean? But yeah, during high school, I had a whole bunch of shit going on, but I still wanted to play. I just wanted to fucking play. There's a whole bunch of shit going on around me, but I just wanted to play. I'd go to my friend's house. I'd have little sleepovers sometimes. I'd get good grades to just try to make sure that I'm staying in the same classes. And even if I'm not in the same classes, because they all stayed in IB and AP classes and stuff like that, like I had to find a way to try to stay with them because wouldn't want to be with anyone else. I love these people. Who else would I want to be with? No, I learned to stay with the people you love no matter what, no matter what's going on around you. You know, that's how I grew up. That's how I my thought. There's a caterpillar right there. That's how I thought was right, the right way of being. Stay with the people you love no matter what, and fight for it. And I think sum that part up. The word for that is passion. Be passionate in everything that you do. Be passionate for your people. Be passionate for your business. Be passionate for your art and your creativity. Be passionate for the life that you're living. Be passionate in being. And I've gotten compliments like that. My friend Ryan, one time he told me, and this still stay with me forever, and something that I still have to go back to every now and then because I forget. It's he told me, Joan, you know what's one thing that I really admire about you? I said, what's up? He goes, it's your passion. Like you're staying to your passion. You're not taking any other route that the world's trying to tell you to go on. Like you're staying true to yourself, and I really admire that. And I don't know. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing. Oh, there's a caterpillar on me. Oh shit. Like I'm not doing this for me. Like, and even that too. Like I'm not doing any of this for me. I'm doing this so I can be with you guys. Everything. My podcast in itself, I'm doing that so I can show you guys, hey, look what Joan is making. Look what I'm presenting to you guys. Look what I may not be going to college or making money or working the jobs that you guys have, working those careers that you guys have, but I have this. Look what I'm creating. Look at me. Accept me, And it wasn't never really for me. It was for everyone else. That's why I had people on my podcast so they can share their stories. So that way, I can, and I know how to make people, because I always see the greatness in people. I never see anything bad in the people. I see some flaws, but everyone has flaws, right? I see the most greatest version of yourself. I see your potential. That's me, and I want to help you make sure you realize that potential that you have too. That's my job, to make sure things come out as best as possible. My friends, I want them to come out as best as possible. And at that point, it was me giving everything I can to make sure I seem and appear as best as I can, even if I'm not. I'm still hanging in there with you guys. I didn't go lower. No, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Even though I was going through a whole bunch of shit, you know, people pleasing. So, high school, college, um, college. I went to college because all my friends were going to college, and I didn't really want to go to college. I never had the need to go to college. I always thought it was like more school. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to be. I can learn, but I don't. YouTube University. That's how I learned. That's how I learned everything. And the things that I wanted to create, I didn't need it. I'm an artist. All right. In all reality, when I come down to it, I have to be an artist first. That's what God is. He's an artist. He's a creator, and that's who He's making me become again. A true creator of what I actually want to create, rather than what I'm creating for everyone else. It's hard because you're becoming your most authentic self. You're saying goodbye to the person that you've been for literally all your life. It's my first week out here, guys, of me being me again and me wanting things again. Me knowing where I want to go rather than where I have to be, where I can get to be. You know what I mean? So I go to college. I applied to universities. I said, all right, if I get in, I get in. If I don't, then I don't. Out of the 5 universities that I applied to because they were free, I got accepted into one, and it was UCR. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to college. I have FAFSA. FAFSA's cool. I guess I'm going to college. And it's cool because I'm going to college with everyone else. Oh my fucking gosh! Like, oh my gosh, man. I'm going to college. All my friends are going to college, and I'm going to college too. This is freaking crazy. I'm on the college campus. I'm discovering myself. Like, I'm really being me. But not within college. I'm being me. I go to college, I come back home, and I have the rest of the day to myself. I had 1 hour classes every day. 1 hour, 1 class every day. Sometimes I think it was 2 classes, but it was like twice a week. And then I would just go to work right afterwards because it would be like, okay, UCR, and then I go work at the mall at American Eagle, and then I go home. Simple, cool. That my schedule was freaking amazing. I was me. I was living on my own. And I would say live on my own too because, again, it was after my parents' divorce. My dad had moved out to his house, and he expected like all of us to move over there with him, but no, the family got separated. I stood with my mom. I stood with my mom because, one, my dad told me, cuida tu mamá. Tú quédate con tu mamá, mijo. Stay with your mom. Like, be the man, you know? She's gonna need you. Stay with her. So to please him, and to please also my mom, you know, because I need to be there for my mom, I stood with my mom. I'm not saying that it's like an error or anything. No, that was the decision that was made. I stood with my mom. I love my mom so much. I'm going to take care of her. And you're right, but I know. I got it. You can depend on me to be here. But then after a while, it was like, my mom's my mom. I can't boss her around either. I have to listen to her. So I start seeing what she's doing as my mom. That's not how my mom acts. That's not what my mom does. That my mom doesn't go out like that. My mom doesn't come home like that. You know? But I can't tell her anything because she's my mom. She's my authority. I have no authority over my mother, right? And I'm a kid. I'm 16 at that time. What am I supposed to do here? I'm playing video games. I'm streaming. I'm in my own zone. I'm drawing. I'm doing me still. And then after college, during college, 19, 18, my parents had already, it's been 2 years already since I've been living with my mom, and my dad's been living at his house. And, well, yeah, now I felt like my dad didn't really have authority over me either. Because my dad's not here. And all the things the drama in between those 2 years, like, I felt like I had lost some respect towards my dad, but it wasn't deserving. It was just my dad was going through his shit too. You know? I understand that now as an adult. My dad was going through his shit too. And I see his emotions as a man because he went through the same shit I was going through. I understand my dad a lot. I understand my parents a lot. I understand everything a lot, you know? I'm coming to an understanding. I'm going to parties now. 18, 19, I'm going to parties, bro. Every weekend. Friday, Saturday, and sometimes even Sunday. If there's a party on Sunday, even if it's in Fullerton or if it's in Pomona or if it's, we're fucking going because there's a party and it's gonna be a rager, you know. And well, my parents aren't around. My mom is partying and my dad's at home in his own depression because he just lost everything. He lost his entire family, his entire life, 17 years of his grown adult life gone. And he's like, well, the people that I've been wanting to please my entire life has been my family. I don't eat if they don't eat. I don't get if they don't get. That's, you know, I'm the provider of the house. That's how it's always been. I please my family. I don't go anywhere without my family. And now I don't have my family. Who am I? Without my wife, without my kids, without my job, without my house, without anything, without my life. Who am I without my life? That's what my dad was going through. And I understand that now. And so he's going through his stuff. And I'm out trying to do me too. Well, I'm an adult, I guess. My mom is partying. I'm okay to party too then. It's like, all right, mom, I'll see you later. I'm going to a party. Okay, me too. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you like I'll be back like at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Okay, sounds good. If anything, I'll just stay with my cousins because at that time I was just hanging out with my cousins all the time. I was going to parties with my cousins. I met my cousins at a party, and that's how I started hanging out with them. To please them, I went to more parties too. Not like in a way like to fit in. It was just a normal thing. All right, you guys go to parties. Let's go to fucking parties. These are my cousins. Let's fucking do it. Let's have fun. And yeah, I met them at one party, and then they were like, "Hey, we're going to a party this other weekend. You want to go?" Yeah, let's go. So I went with them again, and then again, and then again, and then I just started hanging out with them. I wasn't close to them, you know. After a while, like growing up, I think I was closer for sure. But then after a while, my dad wanted to do his life with his family, you know. And I think he has a point. You can't let the world affect your family because if you let them in, they're going to affect your family. There's going to be thoughts that don't belong in there, or little darknesses, little truths that don't belong in your family. It's not the truth of your family. It's their truth that got infiltrated into your family. I think as a parent, as a wife or a husband, you have to understand that you can't let anybody else into your family. It's always you and your partner and your family. That's it. First, before anyone else. You're no longer part of your parents, you're no longer part of the world, you're no longer part of your friends. No, this is your family. You protect that with everything. That's why divorce went all over the place. So you started listening to everyone else except for just protecting what you have right here in front of you. Um, and it's not even like a irresponsible thing. It's like you have to be the super responsible person, but it's so hard to be that responsible person. You know, you have to work a lot. You have to be everywhere. You have to do everything. You know, so to catch up and maintain yourself at that level for so long, it can take a toll. You could break out. You could burn out. And as much as you're trying to keep up, dude, they don't stop coming at you. Um, so I'm going to parties. My mom's going to parties. My dad's going through his stuff, and I'm just figuring my own way out, right? Um, Pleasing my cousins. Not and this during COVID too. I'm no longer going to college. I'm no longer working. I'm not doing anything. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling for a good while. I got bored of chilling. I wanted to make a podcast because I wanted to do something with my life. I see all my friends still going to college, even though they're all online on Zoom. And I'm like, am I still supposed to be going to college? Because I don't want to go to college. I started learning new things, started creating new habits, started working out still. Like, doing me, honestly. Still doing me. I've always been doing me. But then, some things happened. My relationship with my mom, some things happened. Um, Disagreements, I guess you can say. And it didn't work out. But remember, I'm pleasing my mother too while I'm living there. But then at one point, she asked for something, and I can't please her with that. Sorry, no, no, I can't please you with that. Even still, like being a people pleaser, I said, but I can give you half. Like I can give you half of that. I'll give you something because instead of giving her a full no, may your yes be yes and your no be no. Um, I couldn't give her a straight up no. But it was one of the first times that I had to tell my mom, no, this isn't what I'm accepting into, no. And she said that it's either that or I pay rent, $500 a month. And I'm like, I'm trying to build my studio. Um, I just started hanging out with my dad again. I'm building my studio. I have a whole vision of my podcast of me becoming the person I've always wanted to become. And also that too. Your parents can't see the person that you want to become. Only you can. And my vision of the person that I wanted to become, I don't think my parents have ever seen it. As much as my mom wants me to become this amazing person, she's told me this too. I'll get to that story later on. Like becoming this amazing, successful person. Like you haven't seen the success that I've seen. The success that I've envisioned has never come to your guys' mind. Like within myself. Like I've always been successful. What are you talking about? I've always been successful. I always make sure that I'm successful. But then when everything else that I'm being successful for isn't successing me back, then I'm left with abandonment and rejection, you know? So the disagreement of me saying no led to a feeling of rejection. And I had to reject myself too. Like, I can't be this person for you. I have to, no. So I say, no, I'm sorry. I'm moving with my dad. Because he's saying I can build over there in that whole garage, in the whole studio. I have a vision. I have a dream. I have a goal. This podcast is going to make me become someone. For somebody. For everyone. You know? Finally. Because I've been down in the dump. I've been partying. I've been smoking vapes. I've been just, you know, I've always been a good kid, but I wasn't doing the things that myself would be fully doing. And it's not my fault. The world came to a pause, and well, I'm looking for my parents. My parents aren't there. Who's guiding me? At that time, I don't know who Jesus is. I don't know who God is. So there's no one guiding us. And then my cousin's parents were going through their shit too, bro. So they had no guidance either. We were just there. We were just there. And so I said, let's not be here, guys. Let's go and do something. But again, their stuff, they were just going through their parents' stuff. I had already gone through my parents' stuff. My parents are no longer together. Their parents are going through something. You know what I mean? So they're in a different wavelength than I am. So I'm trying to move on, but they have to stay back a little bit. And I understand that now. But I couldn't, at that time, I said, these guys aren't going to help me get to where I want to go. I need to go. So I moved my studio from their house over to my dad's house. Because I can build it however I want. He said, no rent. You just do what you want, mijo. Do whatever you need to do. Because my dad's always seen that. He's like, oh, my mijo, he can do some great things. He's the best. I've made sure that he's the best in training, and also that too. Like I surprise people. Like I may be this like nerdy person. That's one of the reasons that my cousins didn't hang out with me at first because they thought I was a nerd because I got good grades because of this and that. But no, I'm a fucking cool ass nerd. I'll accept that I'm a nerd, but I'm a badass nerd. If you let me be a badass nerd, bro, I'm not dumb. I'm super smart. I'm very smart. Super smart. How about that? And I'll own it. Super smart. Yeah, man. And I love nerdy things. I love Pokemon. I love nerding out. I love video games. I loved video games. I still do, but I haven't played them in so long because of all the shit that I've been going through. I feel like I haven't. What's the point of playing video games if it's not giving back to everyone else? It's just giving me pleasure. You know, I have to go and give pleasure to everyone else and not just stay here. Anyways, so yeah, I moved my studio over here, and again, I'm going through that rejection, I guess you can say, from my mother. And that abandonment, too. I got a whole letter saying, like, oh, you're no longer my responsibility. From here on out, like, you're on your own. Good luck, because I don't want you staying or ending up like your dad. Stuff like that. She still rejects that she ever said any of that. But I remember. I know it. I'm not going to please that lie. No. I remember the message. I wouldn't have had a panic attack that day in the garage if I didn't read that message. You know? Because I'm there. I'm all by myself. I'm trying to still do me. Okay? Because I don't accept that. I don't accept me being down. I don't accept me falling down because I know that there's a responsibility that I have to maintain of me doing me to make sure that everything else is good. So I'm as sad as I am, as scared as I am, as alone as I am, as lost as I am. I'm in that garage by myself, building it, constructing it, envisioning, trying to see how am I going to become better. And even if I do become better, my mom's going to see that it was worth it. My dad's going to see that it's worth it. My friends are going to see that it's worth it. I wanted to see if it was worth it, if I was worth it. You know what I mean? So I kept constructing. This girl. This girl, she likes me. She likes me. But bro, I'm going through such a different, like, again, I'm going through this stage. As much as I want to be with her, I say I can't. I can't because I don't want. Look at this. I'm nobody. I have nothing. I'm in this garage by myself. How do I tell you that I'm so alone? That I'm so scared? That I'm not okay? And I think that was one of the first times that I rejected something that I really, really wanted. In our reality, I wanted her. I've always wanted her. But bro, I have to say no. Not because of you, but it is because of me. I'm not. I'm not okay. I'm not ready, and I can't. I can't do this to you. I cannot do this to you. You know. So I decided to say goodbye for a little bit. I said goodbye for a little bit, and I'm in that garage. I'm building. I'm learning. I'm like, okay, now what do I do? You know, how do I do this? And then it comes another opportunity where we reconnect, and I say, I can't. I'm still in that whole thing of like I can't, but I really want to be with you. I really want to be with you. I don't want to say goodbye. I really like you. I really want to play with you. It's just, you know. But I can't say goodbye completely. I can't. But she really likes me, bro. Like she really, really likes me. So I make the decision of saying, okay, let's do it. I want to be hers, and I want her to be mine. I want her. You know what I mean? So I said, let's go for it. For once, I'm saying she's mine. It's mine. This is mine. Okay? Mine. Mine. You know? Like that. And well, my dad, I'm in the studio still. I'm building, but things are happening. Life starts happening, man. My dad's going through his stuff and we're reconnecting. Family stuff starts getting brought up. I start learning about family things, about how he feels, about what's going on. My dad's still very, very lost. So he's just trying. My dad's just trying. My dad's very skinny at that point. He's very depressed. Like, I don't know. I feel like people don't take into consideration the stage that my dad was actually in. Like, this is a man completely fucking broken. Like, they all expect him to be okay. They all expect him to be making money. To all they expect him to be doing and providing and being that fucking man. But bro, no. Like he was a dead man walking. I saw my dad at that time like that. He's a dead man walking, just trying. He would be in the garage just trying to figure stuff out. He'd be in his room like the strongest person. I saw the strongest person that I looked up to as the weakest at that time. I saw him in his weakest form, and it was, well, my dad didn't teach me to be egotistical and be superior either. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, go over there, pa, go over there. No, I never like that. I'm there for my dad as much as I want him to go over there because I don't want to be stuck in that sadness. I don't want to be stuck in all the trauma. Like I'm trying to do me. You know, I'm trying to do me. Like I know. Look, I know that you're going through stuff, but I need to do this. But I listen to my dad. I'm there for my dad again. There's caterpillars crawling up on me. That's the second time. Are they falling from the tree? I feel like they are. Um, but yeah, that was I saw my dad going through his stuff, and some of my friends saw him going through his stuff. My girlfriend saw him going through his stuff. I don't know if they realized it too, but it's like I went through that stuff with him. You know, like all the stuff that he was going through, I was pleasing him to make sure my dad is okay. Because I remember my dad being the super, super strong person, this person I can rely on, this person I can trust, depend on, that's going to guide me to my strongest, most best version of myself. Because that's all he saw in me. You are my son, and I'm a fucking badass. Cause, and you're a badass too. Why? Because you're my son. That's it. Not because if you do anything, but because you're my son. That's it. That's how I was raised. You're worthy of everything just because you are my son. Um, what was I in the story? Um, but yeah, but then life starts happening. I have to take down my whole entire studio, and I have to do that 3 times, bro. So I'm just trying to gain my peace, but now I'm letting the world affect me, and I have to please them because I can't do anything about it. I have to take down my entire studio. Okay, all right, it is what it is. So there I am, being a good person, taking down all my stuff, and fuck, I took down all my stuff. You know, all of me that I was building, I have to restart it again. But here I am getting back up. I'm not letting my dreams and my passions go. No, I am me, and I'm not gonna give up. The righteous man falls 7 times but gets up 8. Right? Yeah. So I got up, and my dad didn't raise a quitter. My dad, go, come on, let's go, come on, let's go. Wrestling, come on, let's go. But if I've also learned, if people, I don't know, I've also learned like people don't know how to play, don't fucking play with them because they don't know how to play. Vente pa acá, because they're gonna fucking hit you, and you don't need to fucking play with them. And you control your fucking kid, because I'm gonna whoop your kid's ass and I'm gonna whoop your ass too. That's how my dad was. No, conmigo no te metas, cabrón. Like that. And that's how my dad was. And for some people, like, my dad has a fucking aura. That's the thing. My dad has an aura. As much as we joke around and meme around about aura, no, my dad has an aura. And you don't want to mess with his aura. Because his aura will overcome you if you push him to that edge. I promise you. If you want to go into Zodiacs, he's a Gemini. A May Gemini. 23. Good luck. Good fucking luck. My dad's, don't push my dad. That's why I come in. Because I'm more of the peace guy. I'm the Libra. I'm the balance. You know? I've saved my dad from so many situations where, yes, they did deserve an ass whooping, pa, but you can't give it to them. I know. You can't give it to them. As much as you want to, as much as you should, don't. Don't, pa. I've caught my dad mid-air while he was about to jump on somebody, bro. He deserved that ass whooping. I should have let my dad go, but I can't let my dad get in trouble. So I caught him in the air. I said, "No, pa." Oh my gosh, bro. But yeah, and that too. Stand up for your family. Stand up for what's right, for your love. Stand up for it. And even if you get hurt, even if you lose, you fought. You fought to your fucking best. You give it your all, because you are the best. So that's what you need to give, right? Warrior. Be a fucking warrior. I'm like Gohan. Okay, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, I'm like Gohan. I'm just a kid who wants to play, but I had to train, right? I had to go through that training, and it was scary at first, but the training became normal. I liked the training. I became something. I became very talented. I had this aura to me too. I became a golden child. Golden hair, bro. Like, we are golden children, siblings. Um, but then I had to fight, and I no longer wanted to fight. I wanted to just be. I I don't want to fight no more. I just want to be in this peace. I'll fight when I have to fight, but when I have to fight, it it's out of something that's not completely me, or maybe it truly is me. Maybe it's something deep within inside of me of like my deep passion to just this makes me fucking go at it. That makes me keep going, you know. Um, damn, this is a big reflection. I hope you guys are staying with me. If you're staying with me, thank you, and leave a like. um, oh, little hummingbird. I'm trying to stay with me too. Um, damn, this is the whole story. Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, so I take down my whole studio. I don't have a room anymore. I don't even have a bed anymore, and I don't have to, and I can't complain. Like what? There's nothing to complain about. Just, dude, sleep on the couch. Okay, I don't mind. It's whatever. You know. Um, yeah, and I slept on the couch in the living room for a while again. You know, growing up, I slept in the couch in the living room from from high school, from middle school to high school, to my sophomore year until my sister and my dad moved to their house, to this house that we live in now. I slept on the couch and I shared the living room with my sister. We both slept on the couch. That was some things that like it's little things that we just see as normal. Like, okay, our parents have us sleeping here and it has to be done. It makes sense. The other room needs to be rented so we can pay the rent. It makes sense. We'll sleep on the couch. We'll parent, please, right? But it's little things like that that compared to our friends, like how come we're not in the same Spotters are friends. Yeah, because we don't have our room. We have each other, and that's what got me and my sibling through. That's what got me and Monica through. It was honestly each other. But then same thing, when we got separated, we got put against each other a little bit too, because it's like I'm still doing me, you know, for everyone else. But my sister's like, I just want to play too, but I have to go through this drowning. She was going through her. I know. I understand it all. I understand a lot of it. Um, and then so I'm sleeping on the couch. I don't have a room. I'm going through things. They're gonna tell me that the landlords have to sell the house, or they want to sell the house. So now I'm in fear that I'm gonna lose my house. My car is going through some car troubles. I'm panicking, and I still have to be um, the perfect person, I guess you can say, for my podcast. I still have to show up and give an hour-long podcast and make sure that this hour-long podcast comes out as great as possible. Take the criticism. You're making a podcast. You guys aren't even talking about anything. Um, critiques is what's gonna happen when you put yourself in the spotlight. You have to accept it, right? But I have to present myself there. I'm okay, guys. I'm doing great. No matter, even though my entire world around me is fucking crumbling and I'm going through this. Oh my gosh. I'm going through all this bullshit. I have to present myself and appear that I'm okay. Appear. Put on this fucking mask that I'm okay. I'm not okay, guys, at all. I'm going through a bunch of shit. I've been going through a bunch of shit, but I've been okay for far too long, right? So I'm okay still. I'm doing my podcast to show, everyone, my friends, hey, look what Joan's doing. He's doing a podcast, bro. Your podcast is so cool, bro. Good job, man. Like, keep at it, bro. How many episodes you got? 80? That's great, For for my parents too, I may not be working, I may not be getting money, but I am studying, I am getting smarter. I am getting my own education as much as I can, psychology, philosophy, um, at that time too, because I needed to find some sort of wisdom, because I was going through all that stuff. I didn't know where to go, where to run to besides wisdom. So I went on my journey throughout all that start of the desert to seek wisdom, truly. I started learning, and again, I needed to be that wise and educated person because my friends are too. To my girlfriend, oh my gosh, I had to present myself as like a, I know all this stuff. I know all this stuff behind me. Oh my gosh, like all this stuff behind me that I had to take care of, but just it's not me. This isn't me. I'm drowning right now, bro. But this isn't me. How do I tell you to help me? How do I tell you to save me? How do I tell you that I can't save myself here? How do I do this? How do I, you know? I'll take care of it. It's okay. I'll figure it out. No te preocupes. I'll be okay. I'll take care of it. You know? I don't know how, but I'll do it. That's how it usually is. I'll fix it. Um, so yeah, I had to put on the persona of being her boyfriend, and it's not like not a persona. It's who I actually am. It's who I want to be, but they're not letting me be. I no longer have my studio that was allowing me to be. I no longer have my family that was allowing me to be. My dad, I'm sinking down with him because he's going to, like, I'm trying to pull him out of his depression, but I have to go down there with him in that depression so we can both get out of it. You know? How do I just want to be accepted. I want to be wanted. And I want her. And she wants me. How do I just focus on just that when I have all this other stuff wanting me the entire time? And I don't even know what I want besides her, and I can't have, you know what I mean? Fuck. So that's what, like, I can blame myself all this time, but it's just I didn't know. I understand it now, and I see the power that I have now, the person I actually am, the things I actually want, and not me having to give everything that I actually want and actually love for everyone else's love. You know? It's not a resentment. It's not like I'm mad. It's just fuck. It is what it is. It's what happened. I'm not gonna stay down there. We're gonna keep moving forward, and we're gonna keep pushing to something better, to something bigger, because that's what I deserve. Always the best. I deserve the best. Why? Because I give my best. Give and you shall receive, right? I give my best, so my God gives me my best. His best. I give him my best, and he gives me his best. Because we love each other. I don't want to let him down. He doesn't want to let me down ever. He hasn't let me down ever. He hasn't let me down to this day. And I've let him down so many times. Continuously. Constantly. I paid the price for it. It fucking hurt. But I'm listening and I'm obeying and I'm growing and I'm obeying the Lord inside of me that knows what He wants. What does my Lord want? I want her. I want money. I want that money. Not all the money, but I do want some money. I want to be fit. I want to be healthy and strong. I want to be training. Give me some skills. I want it. I'm not going to let anything stop me from going to get the things that I want. I don't care if it doesn't please you that I'm spending time training. I don't care if it doesn't please you that I'm working here. I don't care if it pleases, you know? This is what I'm doing, what I have to do in order to get to where I want to go. Nobody else is going to know how I do it, right? Um, but yeah, during that time of the desert, I had to put on the persona and appear to the world that I was okay. How do I ask for fucking help when everyone is just going through their stuff too? Or, like, my stuff isn't important. I'll deal with my shit. You guys don't need to. I'm not important here. I know. You guys are actually doing something with your lives. Doesn't matter over here. I'm sorry I can't show up to your birthday. I'm going through some shit. I'm sorry I can't go out to that fancy restaurant to eat with you guys. I'm going through some shit. I'm suppressing myself completely. Like, I'm becoming nothing here. I'm literally dying here, guys. I'm sorry that I can't live the way you guys hoped I would live. You know? Like, no, dude, I went through a whole process of death, honestly. I hope my friends all watch this so you guys can understand a little bit of where I've been and how I've been, who I've been. Because I'm this whole little stage that I went through, I had to go through it to understand where I want to go completely. Not to please my parents, not to please anybody else, but to truly do what I want to fucking do. You know? I did my part. I gave my life to my family. I gave my life to my love. Right? To the love of the world. Now, I'm in my heaven. I'm in heaven. And I left them all with my love. Okay? If I want anything back, it's up to me to go and get it. Because that's in my heaven. What's in heaven for me? Love is in my heaven. Joy is in my heaven. Abundances are in my heaven. Riches are in my heaven. Patience is in my heaven. Glory is in my heaven. Not glory to me, glory to God is in my heaven. So much bright light is in my heaven. And that's what I want to maintain. You know? But if you saw my past video, I had a breakthrough. After all this time, I had a breakthrough. Why? And it was exactly that. It was, you got it? How do I tell them that I don't got it? Who's got me right now? I don't want to have everyone else. I just want to have me a little bit, but I don't even know who I am. I want to have me, but who's me? You know what I mean? Who am I having? Because right now, I feel like I'm some worthless, nothing, stupid, idiot, poor, fucking, like, loser. Like, I felt dead. I had no life. It was just me, like, in my own grave. I don't want to be in my grave. I'm fucking 23 years old. I have a whole life ahead of me. I don't want to accept this death. I cried to the Lord in that day in the kitchen. Save me. Save me. I can't do this. Yeah, I can't accept death. Not to love. I can't let love die. My love, you know? Like I love everyone else, but my love is dying. The love for my Lord. Yeah. I don't want to be crucified, you know? And God's telling me, this is what God's teaching me, is that God's teaching me that He already got crucified for me. That Jesus already took that. He already gave me His life. You know, as much as I wanted to give my life for everyone else, it's not my job to. Um, I give my life to God, and God gives me life. And no matter where I go, what I do, who I talk to, what I give, it's done out of grace. Because He has so much grace for me. He gave me this life. That's what I understand now. That I don't need to please anyone. I just need to please God. And how is God pleased? He's pleased when I'm doing the things that I like doing, the things that make me happy, the things that I feel the most joy, the things that make me seek the kingdom of heaven, peace, love. That's me drawing. That's me working out. That's me making some money. That's me talking to people. That's me learning. That's me growing. That's me loving. That's me being me. That's me being passionate, an artist, talented, funny, alive, a light that makes everything better. That's who I am. But I'm not going to take the death of everyone else just so they can have life too. No, God gives you life. It's not for me to give you life. And that's also one thing too that I've learned. I just did a Bible study yesterday. It was 2 Corinthians 8, right? And he talks about how okay, if you go and you give your everything to give somebody life, then you're not allowing God to do His work and work His grace, give His grace to them. It's like you're thinking that without you, they can't have life. You're not their God. God is God. God is the abundant one, not you. You're abundant because God is abundant. All these abundances He gives to you. You know, you learn how to give gracefully, right? But it says here, and God is able to bless abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work, right? So you're gonna be able to give because you know that you're always going to get back. You're gonna give gracefully rather than out of fear, right? You're gonna know when to give. Like, I can't give you that. It's not because I don't want to. It's just I'm not gonna give you that. No, it's not out of grace. You're not asking out of grace either. So I'm not gonna be able to feel that I'm giving it to you out of grace. It's not right. You know, it's like if this isn't to judge, or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm being judgeful here. Judgmental? That's the word I'm looking for. Maybe I'm being judgmental, but it's like if a homeless man, right? No offense, right? If a homeless man who was like on heavy drugs, you see him that he's like tweaking out right now, asks you for $100. Are you gracefully gonna give him those $100? You can give him those $100, but something in you is gonna go, I should not have given him those $100 because I've got people that I can give those $100 to, that I can actually give them to them gracefully. They'll need it. He's gonna go do something that somebody else could have used those $100 for. You know, we are able to receive so we can give, but we can give gracefully, knowing that God gives us gracefully, right? He's gracious, right? As it is written, they have freely scattered their gifts to the poor, their righteousness endures forever. Yeah. And as being a people pleaser, you give your righteousness to everyone else, and you do die. But then you live on forever, for the rest of eternity, being this brand new person that really knows what they want and goes for what they want and doesn't let anything stand in the way of them getting what they want. It sounds egotistical? No. I'm getting what I want because my Lord wants me to have it. All right? My Lord doesn't want me to be miserable. And if I go and I act out of grace, that I want this, my Lord, I want this, I'm going to act gracefully. If you want it, it's your will. If not, then it is what it is. I'm not going to fall into this loop. I'm not going to people please and put their emotions or this emotions or my emotions aside, you know, for the benefit of everything else. If it's not going to benefit my Lord, then I'm sorry. I can't. No. Being considerate. I'm taking you into consideration. Are you taking me into consideration? If there's no consideration here, then why are you making me put all of my consideration into you? You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to pull some of my consideration back, not out of greed or anything else. I'm gracefully pulling back my consideration because I can gracefully give my consideration to somebody who wants that grace, who wants that glory of the grace that I give, you know, who can actually appreciate the glory. My Lord, my love, my joy, my heaven, they can truly appreciate it. But if I'm drowning, if I'm sinking because of all the people pleasing, because I'm giving my all to everyone, and I'm not really being me, then I'm in hell. And I don't want to be in hell anymore. I feel like I've been in the desert for so long, and it's come now time to a point where I'm done with the desert. I'm out of the desert. I'm in the promised land. I feel truly at peace. If she wants me, if she doesn't want me, listen, that too. Let's go into that real quick. God stripped me of so many things to make sure that I know who I am. He stripped me of my podcast because he wanted to know, what am I going to talk about? Who am I going to talk to? How are we going to talk? You know? He made sure I knew who I was without the podcast. He took away my family to make sure I knew who I was without my mom and my dad. He took away my finances because he wanted to know who I would be if I didn't have any money, if I was poor. He took away my education, right? In a way, gracefully. With grace, he took away my education. I am, but he educated me himself. So it all worked out. At one point, he was taking away my car, and he wanted to teach me what I would do if I was just stuck at home by myself. How would I act? How would I feel? What would I do? How would I try? He took away a lot, man. He took away my beautiful girlfriend. It's my fault. It's absolutely my fault. But again, it was not because it's like my fault. It's just, bro, look all the shit I was going through. It's not an excuse. It is my fault. I allowed all of this to happen. But, yeah, he gracefully took it away. I wasn't ready for the situation. I did. The past few months of me being by myself without her, too, is like, I don't know. I'm a completely, wow. I'm so impressed with myself. Especially right now that I've had this even bigger breakthrough of breaking out of being a people pleaser. Because we think that it's just like, oh, I'm a people pleaser. No, it's a trauma. It's a psychological trauma that starts when you're a kid. It's not like, oh, I please people. No, you're a people pleaser. Stop pleasing people. Make sure you're pleasing yourself. If you're pleasing everyone else and you're not pleasing yourself, you're in trouble. Don't forget about yourself. Even if you have to be selfish a little bit. Yourself needs you. You need you. And people need you too. But you need people. And if those people aren't there for you, then you need to find the people that you need to actually be you. Right? Yeah, people pleasers is a big one. But yeah, this breakthrough that I'm having, like at first I was kind of upset, but now I'm honestly just so excited. I'm so excited to really, truly get a start on my life. Oh, that's a hawk. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys that. I'm so gonna show you guys that. Let's get a little bit of a walking because the video's about to end anyways. So yeah, look at that. Can you see it? Hold on. Bro, like look at this, people pleasing. I always felt like I needed to be at home, like I needed to be doing things for everyone else. That's where I needed to be. I can't go anywhere else, and if I do go somewhere else, I have to come back very, very fast, right? Because I have things I need to do. I have a responsibility, you know. And there's times where I wanted to just be me and be wherever I wanted to be, but I couldn't even be happy. I couldn't be happy being. I was literally on the happiest place on earth, most magical place on earth. Where do you make your magic? Bro, I was there and I couldn't be happy. And that transferred to everyone else. And I'm so sorry to my love. Oh my gosh. I couldn't be happy in love. And I can't accept that. I really, truly cannot accept that. Because I know who I am and I know what I want. This whole breakthrough that I've had is very important. And it is very important that we all have it too. Is my lighting okay? It's all important that we have it too. Because this breakthrough gives you power. Now you go and get what you want without worry of rejection, without worrying of fitting in, without worrying of acceptance. If it's for you, then it's for you. Then if it's not, then it's not. Who are you without it? You are the fucking best. You are a badass. You are amazing. You are a king, forged by a king. a king of kings. You know, I wore this crown. My grandpa gave me this crown right here, right? And I started wearing it like maybe last year, right? At first, I wore my girlfriend's necklace that she gave me. It was a silver necklace, but when our little stuff happened, I gave it to her back, and I've been wearing this crown ever since. It's like, and it's really cool. This symbol, my grandpa gave me this, and now it's like I was this child. I was this king as a child. But then after a while, you start becoming everything that you need to become for the rest of the world. You need to put yourself to the side to give yourself to the rest of the world. But you gave yourself entirely to the world, and at some point, you have to make a comeback to yourself, to your king, the king that you've always been. And I wear this crown like I've earned it, like I deserve it, like I'm worthy of it. And I know it. Even without this crown, I'm wearing a crown right now over my head. I'm a Super Saiyan. I walk around like a Super Saiyan now. It feels amazing. I don't have all the money in the world. I don't have someone to love right now. I don't have my studio still. I don't have the nicest car. I have to pay my car tags and registration and all that shit. I'm behind on it. I owe a credit card. I went through some shit, guys. I went through some serious shit. But it's all part of God's will. You know, who I am, who am I without all that stuff? You're looking at him. This is who I truly am. I'm strong. I'm passionate. I'm very confident. I'm very smart. I'm intelligent. I'm educated. I'm becoming wise. Not in the ways of the world, but God is truly giving me his wisdom. I'm learning how to be patient. I'm learning how to walk with righteousness, with grace, how to give with grace. Some people don't even know what the word grace means. What does it mean to have grace? Look it up. Look it up. It's about time you know. Because you need to be living with the grace, with God's grace that he gives you. You know? This life, dude, you could be somewhere completely worse. We're seeing the war-torn countries right now. We could be over there. But why does that happen if God's not being gracious? Listen, shit like that happens not because of God. It happens because of the people who don't know God, who are trying to play God. So it's up to us to know who the God is inside of us, that lives within us, so we can go and stop all that darkness. We ourselves need to become lights, true lights, authentic lights, so that way we can go and destroy all that darkness. This whole process has been exactly that. My Lord has been preparing me to become the person that I need to be in order to defeat any darkness that comes around me. Any darkness that does not fit in with His will to demolish it right there and then. Because we don't stand with darkness. We demolish it. We stand with light, with truth, with love, with joy, with heaven, with royalty, with the King. His name is Jesus Christ. And he died on that cross for us because he loved us. He died on that cross and he came back 3 days later just so that we can live in heaven forever with him. I accept my Lord and Savior as Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Like, say it with confidence. This is who I am. I am his son. I am his student. I am his follower. Whatever you guys try to do, try to kill me, listen, I've already gone through some deaths. I've already lost a lot of things. I understand what it is to be without it. Thankfully, I still have them here physically, but I understand who I am without it. I've gone through my desert, and maybe there's more deserts to come. I'll be more prepared for those deserts. And there are some deserts that we're going to enter that a lot of my friends are not prepared for. Not to say that I'm better, not to say that you're not smart enough, not to say it's just you're not going to be prepared for it if you don't get the education, the wisdom that God needs to give you, the love, the patience that he needs to give you. If you don't receive the crown that God needs to give you, it's for you. It's waiting for you. He's waiting for you. It's going to be a painful process. It's going to be a scary process. But you need to go through it in order to discover what you're meant to be. Before anything else in the world, before you're a lawyer, before you're a doctor or a rich person or a celebrity or your parents' child or your or a husband or a wife or X, Y, and Z. Before you're any of that, you are a child of God. You are God's child. You are royalty. You are heir and co-heir to the kingdom of God. Pick up your crown. Pick up your royalty. You know what you deserve. You know what you need. Don't walk with ego. Walk with grace. Don't walk in fear. Walk with love. For yourself, for God. You're not feeling love? You need to do something. Because God needs you feeling loved. God needs you feeling love deeply. And giving love deeply. Gracefully. Even if you think that they might not deserve it sometimes, you give them that love. As much as you can. And give yourself as much as, look at, bro, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I did not want myself. I didn't want to give myself love. Who is this fucking person? Joan. Like, I was not happy with myself at all. I was saying, what's the point? It's not worth it. For what? Everything is dying. Who fucking cares? I'm done. I don't care no more. Now it's like, I don't fucking care anymore, bro. Listen, I lived without you and with you. And I've learned that either way, God is with me. So, I'm okay. I'm walking in grace. I'm walking in light. I'm walking in love. And that love stays within me everywhere I go. Thank you for watching this video. If you happen to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been a big story time, alright? But it's a very important story time. At least for me. I hope it was very important to you. I hope you learned something here. If you're a people-pleasing person, it's time to make a change. It's scary. Don't hurt yourself about it. Yes, we went through our process. We gave up so much. We lost so much. But now it's time for our power to come back to ourselves. Now it's time for us to elevate and serve ourselves, to serve God, truly. Not everything else, not things that just constantly take away from you, but serve God. Things that make you feel high up and not down in dark pits. Serve God. Not you, the God inside of you, the Holy Spirit. Alright? Humble yourself. Because He's going to humble you too. He humbles you big time. And you're going to be mad. You're going to be scared. You're going to be crying. But then, you're going to be very thankful. You're going to be filled with gratitude. You're going to be, I love you so much, Jesus. I thank you so much. You saved me, God. Oh, my Lord. Thank you. I always ask my Lord, transform me into the person you need me to become. That's part of the pleasing people thing, people pleasing thing too. Transform me into the person I need to become. I don't need to become anything for anyone. Not even for myself. I don't need to become somebody. I already am someone. I'm God's child. I'm the best, bro. We're God's children. All right. Now, if I'm gonna boast, I'm gonna boast about the Lord. That I walk in light. Like, I'm the best. I don't let that affect me. I'm happy. I'm content. Sure, bro. Sure, you're right. For sure. Yeah. Go on your way. I don't fucking care. If you want to get it, let's get it. I've been training. I'll kid you with a roundhouse. Yeah, man. But on my way back home. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys all in the next video. No more people pleasing. Have that breakthrough. Become the person who you need to be. Be authentic. Be you. And don't be afraid to say no. That no is going to help you out a lot. See, that or a breakout. Breakthrough, a breakout. Yeah, you have a breakout and then you have a breakthrough. It's all part of the process. Trust the process and trust in God. Because He's the one that's going to make you get through that process. That desert, He's the only one that takes you to the promised land. Promise you. He promises you to get you to a promised land full of abundance. And that during that time in the desert that He's going to take care of you. He's going to give you what you need. You need food, He's going to take care of you. You need money, the money will come. It's always like that. You have to have faith. Truly. I'm telling you from experience, dude. I was so scared. I was so scared. But God gave me comfort. I swear. Dude. Yeah, I can't play with my Lord anymore. And I won't let anybody else play with my Lord anymore either. This is how He works. This is how He truly is. He is a God of abundance. And He abundantly gives. Gracefully gives. So, He gave you this life. Man, come on. Have some faith. God always gives you exactly what you need. However much you need. Not what you want, but what you need. And what did I need at the end of all of this? I needed him. I thought I needed money. I thought I needed my love. I thought I needed my car. I thought I needed my house. I thought I needed my mom. I thought I needed my dad. I thought I needed everything. And I do, of course. But I need him most. I need my Lord. I need him the most. Seek first the kingdom of God. I need him the most compared to everyone else. Because without him, everything else just gets destroyed. And I get destroyed in the process too. I hope you guys have a great day. I pray that God touches you, God loves you, that he guides you through this transformation if you are going to that people-pleasing state, you know. I hope he talks to you. I hope he teaches you and guides you, you know. I hope he shares his grace with you. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen, amen. All right. Have a great day. God bless you. And goodbye.